Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Harry. We're going to talk about Survivor Series. Well, here's the thing. I think what Felicia Fox's team should have is Nia Jax, Asuka, and Bayley. I think, I think they have a standard chance if they have Asuka and Survivor Series team. I think, Bayley has that goal to make it into... And Asuka too. Asuka just is new on the roster. They need to give her a chance on this new roster they have. And now Asuka is like the newest member on the Raw team now. She got treated like a king over in NXT. Bayley also. And now Bayley ain't getting a WWE championship shot, a women's championship shot. And they need to make a tag team championship over Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. They need to start doing it, translated. And right now, WWE is not doing so far so good. Well, what I'm trying to say, they ain't treating their roster. They're treating the roster good, but they ain't pushing. She got in August. She went in August, and all of a sudden, she came as champion one time. And all of a sudden, it's not working good. It's not working properly. It's not doing, with the capable company. Now you got Shane McMahon and Mick Foley. Shane McMahon and Mick Foley. I think Shane McMahon could lose. SmackDown could lose this one match, have a rematch next year. No, what am I mean? Shane McMahon versus Mick Foley. What am I saying? Sorry about that. But what I'm trying to say is Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle. That's what I meant. Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle. Sorry, just thinking about last year. Sorry about that. But Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle would be a best match for WrestleMania. That's what I think. Best match ever in the entire WWE. And I think I pick Kurt Angle's team's going to win. I don't think, I think they need to save his motivation for now. Save Kurt Angle, so, and it gets stuck in Shane McMahon's mind and says, I cannot lose this match against Kurt Angle. I just can't. I think Kurt Angle beat him in the King of the Ring, and it's like I can't lose the third time. I just can't. I just want a one-on-one match at WrestleMania and get over with, done, and Shane McMahon wins at WrestleMania. And I think Stephanie comes out in the 2 weeks and says, you know what? Congratulations, Kurt. You got your job back. You can keep your job. Next time there won't be a next time. I don't want to do this again. Part of the storyline is Kurt Angle's supposed to lose his loses his general manager job with Stephanie McMahon, and job performance, because I think right now Kurt Angle's doing a good job, but they need to save him up for WrestleMania. No more of this wrestling for Kurt, because Kurt right now has a broken neck, has stents in his neck. They need to fix him. They need to fix him for WrestleMania. He can be a WWE champion and save him for SummerSlam. And if the one thing, maybe he comes a WWE Championship in as a manager job position too. But right now WWE is not doing so well to be some superstars have neck injuries. Just give it time. I think WWE is doing a wonderful job with these people. Just give them time. They get rid of Emma. Maybe they didn't like her performance. I don't know. But right now, WWE needs to give these people a chance. These NXT people, because you think, what happens if Asuka doesn't get pushed in 2 years? That could happen. They can use her as a Goldberg. That's what Asuka is, basically. It's a new Shriek. But right now, we'll see what happens in the new Survivor Series, and Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. I pick, it's a referee match with John Cena side with Brock Lesnar. I think could happen. I think John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in a Royal Rumble match, if that even happens, and because, or you know, that could happen, or Brock Lesnar goes to SmackDown, takes Jinder Mahal's title away because it gets him angry. You know that could happen, and kind of, or would he goes on the SmackDown side, and well, I mean, it goes both ways. Jinder Mahal, could win the match, or Brock Lesnar could win the match. But the point is, I think it could happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Then Survivor Series at, let me see, what was it? November 19th. You got the War Games of NXT War Games. I think that's gonna be very good pay-per-view. WWE Network. I'm gonna watch that. I'm especially gonna watch the War Games. I love NXT. I think the product is good. I think it's better, and I'm telling you, it's much better money. NXT is much better in Monday Night Raw right now because the ratings, they said, it's going back. Well, the ratings, okay, the ratings should be higher what it is now. Okay, they shouldn't get rid of the pyro. I like the pyro. I don't understand what the pyro. I love the pyro. I love the entrance, but they never get rid of their movie entrance. Everything I like about it, because WWE needs to bring back they need to bring back the pyro for WrestleMania to make their or Survivor Series just for once and test it out with what people mean ratings up because of the pyro. Ratings are this and that. That could happen. It could. They could bring back the pyro only for pay-per-views instead of instead of Monday Night Raw. They can bring back in the pay-per-view. Save up a little bit of money for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. It's kind of like that. That's what they could do. It's cheaper. Maybe small fireworks, not big ones. Small fireworks is like, small ones probably cheaper, and big ones are probably expensive because they're trying to save money. And I know WWE, certain entrants, like for Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, they understand. They understand since they left Impact. They understand. They're used to it, so that's not new to them. So like Goldberg comes back, that's not the same. It's like WCW. They're bringing back these WCW pay-per-views, and I know for a fact they'll have more WCW pay-per-views. I know in time they'll have more. I think they could increase these pay-per-views with WCWs if they ever buy another company like Impact. I think they could use for Bound for Glory in the future. But I don't think they're going to buy it now, Impact now. But in the future, if they buy Impact, what would they do with the TNA Hall of Fame? What would they do with WWE bought Impact? What would they do with the Hall of Fame survive? You think, would WWE keep the Hall of Fame, or would they keep it for, I don't know, would they just shut it down completely and they put their Hall of Fames and redo their Hall of Fames? Like I think it would be so confusing for Impact. It'd be sad, but I don't think they will shut. I don't know, but I think right now, I feel bad for Jeff Jarrett. I really do. I hope he turns it around. Jeff Jarrett, I'm the biggest fan of Jeff. I like him. I got a picture of him. He's a nice guy, and I think that he needs to turn it around and give the rights to the WWE Network. Let Vince McMahon help him. I think Vince needs to help him with the tapes and everything else. I think right now it's just sad. I hope Jeff gets better. I hope Jeff gets better at what he does. I hope he comes back in the wrestling business, and hope someday he gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and sooner or later Vince McMahon and him can come as a team. I feel bad for Jeff. I really do. I like Jeff Jarrett. I think he's a nice guy. I think people take it too far and say, is this and that? No, I disagree. So ladies and gentlemen, leave your comments and subscribe for more for Harry's TV. I'm going to try to do more and more updates and talk about how I feel about the wrestling industry, how I feel about the WWE. I love the WWE. right now, just tell me what you think about the WWE and post your comments on the dot on the bottom of the screen, and let me know what you think about what I said today. I hope it makes sense. You have a nice day. Peace out. Subscribe for more. Here we go.